My dad, so when I grew up, I always lived in my dad's shoes. I'll tell you this right now. My dad is one of my heroes. My dad and my mom, both my parents are my heroes. It's been crazy for me. I'm not looking for no sympathy. I'm just explaining a story, right? So my dad was homecoming king at his high school, and my mom was homecoming queen at her high school. I moved to the country in 5th grade, and I went to the same high school my dad did. And my mom went to school right across the river. So all I ever heard in life, everywhere I go, is everyone's loving my parents, everywhere. And I'm like the kid. It's like, there's no comparison, but in my mind, it felt like my dad was Michael Jordan. Not for basketball, but the concept, okay? So when I was 8, like all I ever heard about was this car my dad had. My dad used to drag race. He has a 1965 fastback Mustang. Between my dad and I, we own like 10 Mustangs between 1965 and 68. Most of them are for parts. But the 65 fastback, dude, everywhere I go, all my dad's friends always talk about that car every fucking night. All I ever heard about my life was this fucking car. And I turned 18, or not turned 18, but I graduate. The day I graduate, I come home. My dad gives me the keys to this Mustang. This Mustang has been like the legendary fucking ego object of the family since I was a kid. And dude, I started bawling my eyes out, man. So yes, I own a 1965 fastback. If I ever stream from the States, I'm gonna get a job at a gas station and fucking just, my whole stream is gonna be remodeling this car. It'll be so dope. But that's why I bought that car. That's why I bought that Mustang. At the time I didn't have anything. I was, I just bought that car. But that's why I sold it to my dad for that reason. You still own it? No, I own it. It's my car. It's at my parents' house. My dad gave it to me. He didn't. It's not in my name in the title. It's in my dad's name, but it's fucking loud. I remember the first time my dad drove my Mustang, right? Don't tell him this, by the way. So my dad had a 1965 fastback, 4-speed, 289. And this car is fucking, oh God, this car. He started up like, dude, it's so loud. I don't know how to explain American Muscle. It's so loud. And so when I get my Mustang, my Mustang's a 6-speed. I bought a manual. My Mustang's a 6-speed. And I don't so when I watch my dad drive that car, when the way he shifts, it's like bam, bam, like he shifts so fucking hard, man. Okay? My dad goes to shift from 2nd to 3rd. Okay, so wait, let me do this first. So this 2012 Mustang I bought the V6. I just wanted a nice car. I just wanted a Mustang. I put subs in it. I bought the V6 because it had the highway miles, 31 highway miles, I put like all aesthetics on it, made it look badass, and I put fucking subs in it and everything. Tinted the windows, it's all black. And it's the first V6 of its kind, right? I don't know much about cars, but if you know cars, hear me out. So this V6 stock had 305 horsepower, which is incredible. It's like it was like the first engine of its kind from Ford. Like the engine is huge, but it's only a V6. So I remember the first time I tried to go around a corner of it, I fucking killed it because I went to go, I gunned it around the corner. I can make the tires skip the ground in 3rd gear off stock. And I let my dad drive this car, right? Listen. I just want to tell you guys this, but I'll never tell my dad this because I don't want him to know. But so my car's a 6-speed, right? And I let my dad drive. I'm like, let's go get some beer or something, I'm just hanging out with my family, and I'm like, I'm drunk, dude. You drive. He's like, you sure? I was like, yeah, Dad, you drive. And I see my dad's eyes light up, and he's like a little kid again. It was like a really good moment for me. And I grew up on the highway, so like we got a gravel road that goes to the highway where it's like 60. Now it's like 65, 70 miles an hour the highway. So you pull out in front of a car, you got to fucking gun it, okay? My dad gets on the highway, he just goes like this. I'm slammed back in my seat. I'm like, holy shit. I'm about to see Dad drive for the first time ever. I've never seen him drive like this. He's just like this, right? He goes to put it in 3rd, and he pushes so hard. It goes like first is up here. It goes 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. And reverse is like you press down and go into 1st. That's how you go reverse in the 6-speed in the Mustang, right? 2012. I don't know what it's like for the other ones. But when my dad goes from 2nd to 3rd, he goes so fast and he pushes so hard that he pushes it in between 3rd and 5th gear. and it like I don't know much about cars. Like my dad's the car, like he's a mechanic, runs his own shop. I don't know, but when he went to go from second to third, he pushed it in. He went so hard, so fast. And it's his first time ever driving this car. He pushed it from second to like in between third and fifth, and the gears were like, and now every time I can't even put the car in fifth gear no more. If I put, oh shit, look at this. Hey, this is the guy from last night. I'll tell you about the story later, but my dad, he pushed it so fucking hard that gear slammed in between and it fucked my fifth gear up. My fifth gear still doesn't work. And I don't have the heart to tell him that it was him that ruined it. I just told him I fucked it up, you know? 'Cause that's my dad, you know? So, yeah, fifth gear doesn't work. Every time you put it into fifth gear, it's like, it makes some weird sound and it pops back out into neutral. But it was awesome to watch my dad drive that car. It was worth fifth gear to me. I know that's like a stupid way to look at it, but. So yeah, actually we got 9 Mustangs now. I got 2012, and then we got 8 Mustangs from 60. We got 2 65 fastbacks. 2 or 3 66s, a couple 67s, and a couple 68s, all for parts. But okay, I'll tell you one more thing. Like my dad, so in the 65 fastback, the dash is metal. In old cars, like the dash is metal. My dad used to shift so hard that he went to he was telling me, I don't know, because there's a dent in his